Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Welcome to the Srimad Bhagavatam class. Today is Monday, 22nd February 2016. We start with our prayers. Narayanam namaskritya
Narayanam namaskritya
Chaiva narottamam
naram eva narottamam
Devim saraswatim vyasam
devim vyasam
Tato jayam dhirayet
tato jayam udiraye
Nashtaprayeshu bhadreshu
nashtaprayeshu bhadreshu
Nityam bhagavata sevaya
nityam bhagavata sevaya
Bhagavati uttama shloke
bhagavati uttama shloke
Bhaktir bhavati naistiki
bhakti bhavati naistaki.
Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya
Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya.
Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya
Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya.
Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya
Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya.
Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 12, Sloka number 35. Chaturhotram karmatantram
Chaturhotram karmatantram
Upavedanayai saha
उपवेदनये सह
Dharmasya padas chatvaras
धर्मस्य पादाश्चत्वार
Tathaiva ashram prattayah
तथैव आश्रम
pratyaya.
Chaturhotram karmatantram
चातुर्होत्रं कर्मतन्त्रं
Karmatantram
Upavedanayai saha
उपवेदनये
Dharmasya padas chatvaras
धर्मस्य
Chatvaras
Tathaiva ashram prattayah
tatheva ashram pratyaya.
Kaustuv Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Kaustuv Prabhu. Kamalini Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Chaturhotram karmatantram
Chaturhotram karmatantram
upavedanaye saha
Upavedanayai saha
dharmasya padas chatvaras
Dharmasya padas chatvaras
tataiva ashrama vrittayah.
Tathaiva ashrama vrittayah. Premavardhini Mataji.
चातुर्होत्रं कर्मतन्त्रं
Chaturhotram karmatantram
उपवेदनये सह
Upavedanayai saha
धर्मस्य पादाश्च चत्वारस्
Dharmasya padas chatvaras
तथैव आश्रम वृत्तयः
Tathaiva ashram vrittayah. Anybody else is there?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Chaturhotram karmatantram
Chaturhotram karmatantram
upavedanayai saha
Upavedanayai saha
dharmasya padas chatvaras
Dharmasya padas chatvaras
tathaiva ashrama vrittayah.
Tathaiva ashram vrittayah. Anybody else? Chatuh.
Chatu.
4.
4.
Hotram.
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 Paraphernalia for sacrifice.
Paraphernalia for
Paraphernalia for sacrifice.
Somebody's place, it's a coming. Karma.
Karma.
Action.
Action.
Tantram.
Tantaram.
Expansions of such activities.
Expansions of such activities.
Upaveda.
Expansions of such activity. Veda.
Supplementary to the Vedas.
Supplementary to the Vedas.
Nayai.
Nayai.
By logical conclusions.
By logical conclusions.
Saha.
Saha.
Along with.
Along with.
Dharmasya.
Dharmasya.
Of religiosity.
Of religiosity.
Pada.
Pada.
Principles.
Principles.
Chatvaraha.
Chatvaraha.
4.
4.
Tatha eva.
Tatha eva.
In the same way.
In the same way.
Ashram.
Ashram.
Social orders.
Social orders.
Vrittayaha.
Vittayaha.
Occupations.
Occupations.
The 4 kinds of paraphernalia for conducting the fire sacrifice. Please mute your mics, please. Everybody should mute them. The 4 kinds of paraphernalia for conducting the fire sacrifice became manifest. The performer, that is the chanter, the offerer, the fire, and the action performed in terms of the supplementary Vedas. Also the 4 principles of religiosity, that is truth, austerity, mercy, and cleanliness, and the duties in the 4 social orders all became manifest. Purport. Eating, sleeping, defending, and mating are the 4 principles of material bodily demands, which are common to both the animals and human society. To distinguish human society from the animal, there is the performance of religious activities in terms of the social statuses and orders of life. They are all clearly mentioned in the Vedic literatures and were manifested by Brahma when the 4 Vedas were generated from his 4 mouths. Thus, the duties of humankind in terms of the statuses and social orders were established to be observed by the civilized man. Those who traditionally follow these principles are called Aryans, or progressive human beings. Kamalini Mataji, please chant. Hare Krishna. Kamalini Mataji there?
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare
Yeah, please
Krishna.
chant the pranam mantras.
Om Ajnanatimmirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagrana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sagrana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta राधाकान्ता नमोऽस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
नमः विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते जयपताका स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमः आचार्य पादाय निताय कृपा प्रदायिने गौरकथा धामदाय नगर ग्राम तारिणे। चातुर्होत्रम कर्मतंत्रम उपवेदनये सह धर्मस्य पादाश्चत्वारस् तथैवाश्रम वृत्तयः। The four kinds of paraphernalia for conducting the fire sacrifice became manifest: the performer, the offerer, the fire, and the action performed in terms of the supplementary Vedas. Also, the four principles of religiosity: truth, austerity, mercy, and cleanliness, and the duties in the four social orders all became manifest. So Maitreya Rishi is now telling about how Brahmaji is having a secondary creation, and in the process he is creating different things which are now manifest. We know about them. First, he talked today about Chaturhotram, the Vedic chant, Samaveda mostly. Then the one who is chanting, and then the fire, and then one who is offering. So these are all four people. So they became manifest. That means the system of performing a yajna was established. Unless these four things are there, there is no yajna. Of course, in Kali Yuga now the ingredients are kartal, mridang, a leader and the followers. So they become Sankirtan Mahayagya. And then he's talking about the four principles of the four pillars of religion: dharma, truth, austerity, mercy, and the sacrifice. So these are all compassion, of course, yeah. And then finally he talks about the varnashrama. So in one shloka he has packed up so many things. Krishna is actually saying in Bhagavad Gita that he is the one who's divided the society into four divisions. And now here we see that Brahmaji has been empowered to do that, to create that. So ultimately it's always Krishna, but it's always getting done through somebody else. Except for certain things which Krishna himself takes control of, personal control, and he does it himself. Like reciprocating with a devotee. Krishna doesn't always use an agent. Sometimes he uses some agency also, because it's not a very significant service, so he just says, okay, give him that, some benediction. But then when he is establishes a relationship with the devotee, then he reciprocates. He reciprocates in the same proportion that we try to go near him. Of course, his proportion is larger than ours. But still, the ratio is there. There is something established. So we see that nothing in this creation is done whimsically. There is no such thing that, okay, so keep a blind eye and throw a thing and that's okay, there are maybe 27 principles and like that. But no, here, it is also saying that these Agnihotras are coming from Upaveda, supplementary Vedas, because the main Vedas do not give so much description. But then there are additional things, like Puranas are also supplementary because they tell you testimonials, what happened, who did it, and by doing that, what he got. So this is the whole package. We are talking of a package. We are born into a human society, then this package is available. It's available free. But then, as Prabhupada says in his comment, that we are trying to do the same thing that the animals are doing. We are just duplicating them. Rather than the animals imitating us, we are imitating animals. And that's why even in yoga asanas also, there was, the human being is trying to imitate the crow and the crocodile and this and that, different asanas. But then if we imitate them in behavior also, in our day-to-day living, then there is no difference. In Gita Mahatmya, that is there, we saw that. That without discrimination, if the human being is not using his discrimination to find out the difference between good and bad, then he is as good as or as bad as an animal. Pashuhi samana. So this life is meant for austerity. This life is meant for compassion. This life is meant for truthfulness and cleanliness. As a human being, if we have all these qualities and we follow as per the ashrama, then for Kali Yuga, just replace the Hotra, Yagni Hotra or other homas by Sankirtan, Mahayagya. And life becomes successful totally. No worries, not to think of. Yesterday only I was talking to one devotee, first time he talked to me. Somehow he got my reference, and the most thing which surprised him was, throughout he was asking, so what are you doing, Prabhu? Where are you and all? And then what are you doing? And then how do you manage your day-to-day affairs? You have to pay the bills, and you're in the United States of America, and he was so worried, much more worried than I ever been. I was just laughing and I was saying, what is the problem, Prabhu? Krishna is taking care. No, Prabhu, but I know I'm a software person and I know how difficult it is, although I'm getting a good salary and all that. I said, it all depends on how you look at it, And I said, Krishna is providing absolutely perfect everything to me and my family. We never ever have any doubt that Krishna is not doing it. Of course, having said that, at times we do get disturbed because what is that reason? Simple reason. Not yet fully surrendered. I told you so many examples of devotees depending on Krishna, real life examples. Not that artificially you keep on saying that every day. And not follow it. Like, for example, we keep on saying, I am not this body. And the moment we see somebody different than our own caste, creed, nationality, then we have problems. Then we are nothing but body. So implementation is important, my point is that whatever we learn, if we start implementing, then only our life will be successful. By just hearing, you feel good, that's all. Like people say, very nice class, but then not follow anything. So another wonderful lesson in Bhagavatam. I'd like to stop here. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, comments, we can take it up. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
I actually have a question or an opinion, or your opinion on a matter. In some circles, they say that fire yajnas aren't really needed anymore for like we had one for Kapila's first grains, and then we're going to do one for his first haircut. And there's actually people that are like, those aren't needed. Is that because all you need to do now is, do Hari Nam Sankirtan, or should we still do them anyways?
Yeah, it's like this, these are all there in the Vedas. These are all samskaras. They what you are talking is samskaras, for example. There are 16 samskaras which we are supposed to perform during our lifetime, right from before we are born, that starts. But these are all required so that we become a devotee. Ultimately, the aim is to slowly get us nearer to Krishna. But if you are coming to Krishna, nearer to Krishna, without all these rituals, doesn't mean that you are a weaker Krishna devotee than the other person is a stronger. Ultimately, both are good. But condemning one and doing the other is not good. We should accept, like Prabhupada says, they are okay, but devotee doesn't have to do it. Now it is up to us. Because as you are saying, most of the devotees do that. For example, we have a Vivaha Samskara, the marriage ceremony, where the daughter is donated to the husband. It's a Kanya Dan. Dan means donation. So the thing is that, personally what I would say is, don't become crazy about them. It's okay. If it is done, well and good. If you don't do it and you are still a devotee, absolutely no problem.
Yeah, I didn't put too much emphasis, but it's like, if they're there and you can do it, why not?
Yeah.
It
doesn't harm you. It doesn't harm you, except that, when while doing, you start asking for some material gains out of that, then that's not good.
No, just for my son to be a good devotee as well.
I understand what you're saying. Your example is perfect. We also perform that. Everybody, I'm sure everybody here present in this class is doing that. But what I'm saying is, we are not doing it like just becoming crazy after that. And if you don't do it, then this is what is going to happen. Your life will be finished, and you will be cursed, and the demigod, the devatas, they will be all unhappy with you. No, not like that. That's what I'm trying to say.
No, I'm not that bad. So
yeah. So it's okay. It's a lot of fun also. I perform these yajnas in people's houses, like Narsimha Homa, and then like that, different yajnas are there. I do that. That is mainly my goal is to preach to them through these yajnas, because then they are ready to listen. When you tell them that, okay, you'll get a lot of benefits out of this. So people always want benefit, what's in it for me? That's what people want. So yeah, your point well taken. There's no harm.
All right, thank you.
Haribol.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
If for somebody all these samskaras are done, is it possible that they become devotees faster or any such thing?
No.
Okay.
Because when you are doing sanskara, and generally what happens, sanskaras are done by somebody else, not you. You know, you are only following the instructions of the person who comes. You should put this.
Like Garbhadana Samskara, you know,
Patram,
they say.
pushpam, phalam, this, that. You know, they
Yeah.
keep on telling you. Then finally he says dakshinam, you know, for everything. And then you do that and you finish, right? That's what people do. So that's just a ritual. Prabhupada gave a very wonderful formula. He says, okay, you want to do a ritual? Kirtan in the beginning, then rituals, and kirtan in the end.
And
So he says you make a sandwich. Your program is in between. But because you are doing kirtan, you have made it successful. Because first of all, you know, these rituals, I mean, the yajna especially, there are no qualified brahmanas.
Brahmanas, yes, in Kali.
And the ingredients available are not pure anymore. You know, they are all contaminated with so many things. Everything is GMO oriented in most of the countries. So it's mostly for our own mental satisfaction. You know, that's all. Oh, I did that. It's, as Costa Prabhu said, there's no harm in doing that. But don't become crazy about them. That's what I'm saying. You know, oh, because sometimes, you know, people say, oh, for example, Shraddha. You are a devotee and you are not done Shraddha, and then somebody comes and says, hey, you're not done Shraddha of your father, you know, or whatever, then you are going to be doomed, you know. So that fear should not be there, that we are going to be doomed or something if we don't do it.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Anybody else? Ratika Mataji, anything you want to say?
Krishna Prabhuji, Namaskaram. I just want to thank you so much for like always like in such a small sloka I come to know, okay, this was my doubt and it is cleared. Thank you. Like, you know, recently only I asked you some doubts and you just cleared here also. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you.